Hi, this is Jeremy from STL Hunt. I want to make a real quick video on how the game is played. Um, so I'm going to be using my browser. It acts just like the phone when I pull it in like this, so it'll work out great. It's also Safari, which is the default on an iPhone, so that works out too. Okay, first thing I want to do is you go to STL Hunt, and a lot of times the games will be on the front page, so you can click there. If not, you can just click the games, and you can find whatever game you want to play. Just scroll down to the game you want to play. This one is a development game, a test game, so don't pay attention to the details, but it works the same. So go to the game you want to play, and as soon as you hit it, you'll see a screen like this. You can scroll down, scroll up, and see what's going on. So the first thing you're going to want to do is scroll down to the clue, and if you're starting, this is the first clue, and just read the clue, try to figure out where it's at, and if you get an idea like, oh, I think I know where that's at, go ahead and start the game. After you log in, it's real important to log in because it keeps track of your progress. So after you've logged in, come back to the game, and then hit this button, Start Game. Now, as soon as you hit the button, you're going to see a pop-up on your screen, on your iPhone or on your Android, that says Game Starting. Good. Hit OK. And then another screen is going to pop up. It's really important. Well, of course, it didn't pop up for me right now. There's a screen that's going to normally pop up here, and it says, would you like to allow this application to access your location? And go ahead and click yes. Now, the reason it's so important is because if that pop-up doesn't show up for you, then that means you have to go into your settings, and somehow that got turned off. Your browser share my location setting actually got turned off. So if that happened to you, that's what happened. And how you'll know that happened is, number one, you won't see this pop-up. And number two, down here where it says status and this latitude and longitude, these numbers won't change. That they probably won't even show up. So if you hit game start, and then down here it says game started, and you don't see anything show up right here, and you didn't get a pop-up up here, then you have to go into your settings and change your settings to allow your browser to access your location. It's real important. Okay, so as soon as you start the game and things have sort of begun to go underway, these three fields are very important. Now, since I'm sitting here at this desk, my latitude and longitude is not going to change that much. Actually, you just saw it change. But right here, this searching thing, the reason this is important is because that's how many times the server is checking your current location. So if the server is checking the location, it should be checking it every second or so. And if this number is not going up, then you need to refresh your browser and restart the game, because that means there was been a disconnect somehow, and the server's not checking your location anymore to see if you found the mark. But as soon as you get that going, as soon as that starts going up, it doesn't matter what the number is, it just matters it's going up. Scroll down again and drive to your location. Drive to the location you think where the mark is. This is going to show you where your browser basically thinks you are. Now, sometimes it's off a little bit. So if it's off and you're in the mark where you think the mark is, you drove to where you think it's at, and you're like, hey, I think I drove here, but I found it, but nothing's going off. I'm not getting a pop-up. Well, that means if you look down here at your map and this mark isn't where you currently are, you really are, then that means your browser hasn't updated enough to show your real location. Just drive in a circle or walk around for a second and just shake your phone and get it to show up to where you really are. Sometimes that's an issue. I've had it when I was testing where I couldn't figure out why it wasn't going off, and it's because the browser thought I was on Elm Street way up here, and I had to, shake my phone a little bit to get it to behave right. And that's going to matter in some locations, because if you're off a trail and your connection's not that great, this number won't be going up as fast, and your browser might not really know where you're at real well. So that's just a tip. Okay, I scroll down here and I see, okay, this is my clue. And by the way, these clues have to be, these marks have to be driven to in succession. Like, you have to go to 1 first, then 2, then 3. You can't go to 3, 1, then 2. and generally speaking, at least how I've done it so far, is I put the marks in a order of sorts to where if you knew where each one of the locations, it's almost kind of like a line. I don't have you backtracking that much. So go to them one, you know, first one, second one, third one. It's real important because that's how the game works. Other games, you won't even see these the clues for the next marks. You have to go to one. As soon as you find one, then two, then three show up. So, but on a game like this where it says all clues are visible, then you can see all the clues, sit at home and like decide, oh, I know where that's at, oh, I know where that's at, and then go run it. Other games that are harder, they only give you one clue, and then you drive to that one and then get your second one. So, anyway. So, let's say that you drove to your location where you think this thing is, and I'm going to check a setting real quick so I can make this thing go off because I'm not really going anywhere. Okay, I'll update this. Okay, still checking the server. Good. Oh, see, as soon as... Yeah, awesome. It's kind of cheesy a little bit, but we'll fix that in the future. But you'll hear this thing go off. Make sure your phone's up so you can hear it, and it'll give you some message. Like this one says, this is a test one, so it says, top of the road, yes, awesome job. You got 2 more to go. You'll get this pop-up. Just go ahead and click the pop-up. And now another mark is highlighted, obviously. So you're going to try to figure out where that's at. And, okay, let me just change the setting real quick. Let's just pretend we're driving around. Okay. Update that. Oh! Okay, and that's what it looks like when you won the game. I know I had a third mark, but I accidentally had a setting in here that set the second mark as the winning mark. That's what I get for running a development one. But anyway, it would have gone in the same order anyway. So as soon as you get to the last mark, you'll get a win message. You win. Congratulations, you did it. You're the grand prize winner. You know what I mean? And if you are the grand prize winner, if you're the first one that found the prize, it'll say you're the grand prize winner. And a lot of times it also says, like, you know, I get notified when somebody wins the grand prize. So if you're logged in, I know who you are. So if I know who you are, I'm going to be immediately expecting to, like, give you your prize. You can either come by and pick it up. I can mail it to you, or I can just pay you through PayPal. You know, no big deal. It's kind of casual since, you know, this site doesn't have hundreds of people playing the game right now. So I'll know you won. I'll contact you, you know, through the email that you put on the website. I'll contact you very soon and, you know, ask you how you want to get paid. So if you're the grand prize winner, that's cool. Now, I'm just show you this real quick. This is game reset. For some reason, you want to replay the game. You click that button, and this will restart your game. So don't click this thinking that, oh, I want to refresh my browser, or the game stopped moving, so I want to refresh, you know, the game itself. This will reset the whole game. So if you're at like the second mark or the third mark, the fourth mark, and you hit this button, you'll be back to 1. So don't do that. And I might make this a little harder to hit later on. I got 2 steps right here, but I might make it 3 just to. But it's good to be down there just in case you want to restart the game. Anyway, so let me go through this one more time. Browser's running very slowly. Okay. All right. Say for some reason I wanted to start the game again. Okay. Now I'm running around again. This is a really important thing to show anyway. Like, if you hit start game and these things don't show up, refresh your browser. Then hit start game again. If they... Okay, now see that. Now, oh, I found it. A top of the road, yes. Oh, and I found the second one too because, you know, setting was set. Okay, top of the shoe. Awesome job. One more to go. Okay. Okay. Now that last mark. Scroll down, you'll see back to the beginning. Okay. And I hit... now we're searching for that last mark. And... we go over here. Try to set this setting. Okay. Okay, congratulations. You win. Congratulations, you did it. You are the second to complete the game. So it's going to tell you like what number you are to complete the game. And that's kind of cool. So you'll know that you're number second. And in the future, I'm hoping to get it to where even if you're not the grand prize winner, you know, anybody who completes it would get something like a coupon or a small gift from someplace, depending on what sponsors I can get. But that's a basic run through of how you play the game. And you'll see that thing down here too. It says you did it. You're the second to complete the game. And you'll also see if you ever go to your profile, at some point, I don't have this right here right now, but at some point I'm going to have the games won, you know, how long it took you, what games you're playing, what place you're currently in, all that. So that'd be kind of cool. So anyway, that is a very short tutorial on how you play the game. Thanks for watching.